Hi, we're Low Budget Entertainment. My name's Hunter.
And I'm Andrew, and today we're going to review Fidget Spinners, the movie. Oh my god.
No.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Transformers 5 was directed by the illustrious Michael Bay.
Michael Bay sucks!
Thank you, random stranger in my house.
You might know him from his adaptations of the board game Battleship, where you blow up a battleship by saying a number and a letter combined.
Or the world's best war film, Pearl Harbor, starring Ben Affleck and other people that aren't Ben Affleck.
And if you don't know him from Transformers...
He also made Transformers 2 and
what about
3.
the third one?
And he also made Transformers
Age of Extinction.
Age of Suicide for audience members.
That was probably the best movie out of the Transformers.
I've heard it's the worst. I've only ever seen the first and now this. I did not pay to see this movie. I would never. I didn't pay to see the first one either. I went to see Spider-Man at the drive-in. It was a double feature, so I got to see this too. I say got to like it's a gift. I was forced to sit there and make sure I got my money's worth. So yeah, we said it's Michael Bay. Let's talk about the great actors of this movie.
Before, I would just like to say something. If you want to see a movie that has night in the title, go and see the movie with Matt Damon, where he's in China fighting giant monsters.
That doesn't have the word night in the title.
But he's a Chinese nightman.
It's called The Wall.
The Great Wall.
The Great Wall.
Trump's foreshadowtelling. That's gonna be the.
How was Marky Mark?
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Best
random
part
sir.
of the movie.
Marky Mark played Marky Mark, but a Marky Mark that doesn't give a shit. He just wants money.
He didn't have the funky bunch.
No, he had the fuck you bunch, which is what I call the Transformers, because they're just chunks of metal that have CGI faces. Let's start from the beginning. Let's move on to the pros.
Let's redo everything. Okay. Hi, we're Low Budget.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking while I'm talking?
Why are you?
Hi, we're Low Budget Entertainment. My name is Hunter. Andrew likes to interrupt, but we're going to talk to you about Transformers 5.
What the fuck is happening?
Excuse me. I'm telling them about Transformers 5. Alright, let's start off. There's a girl in this movie. She doesn't need to fucking belong in this movie.
Well, that's in the cons. What are you doing?
I'm talking about the cons.
Well, oh, I get it, because there are no pros.
Okay, so there's a little girl. You might know her from Nickelodeon, because I don't know where else she's from.
You play Dora?
Well, that's racist.
Just because she was a little
You
dark
bigot,
doesn't mean
whatever
she's
that
Hispanic.
means.
Well, was she?
I will say that the only thing dark here was the dark spot of suck that this puts on her career, because this movie is garbage and she sucks.
It also sucked because Michael Bay thought, oh, let's put a child prostitute in this movie. You know how many times her tits almost fell out of her shirt?
Don't call a 13-year-old girl's
he said
chest tits.
Thank you.
You pervert. We could just say everything for cons and move on, but I think I'd like to say the worst thing about this movie is the first 30 seconds when they're in England and there's knights and Merlin, who is probably the worst actor I've ever seen in a major motion picture.
You want to see even worse? See him in the last Transformers movie.
Did they just recast somebody and put a beard on him?
No, it was him, but he played an actual character in this story. So I don't really get it, because I guess he's an ancestor of Merlin, but it didn't say that in the movie. Watch the fourth one.
Descendant of Merlin.
No, but
don't watch the fourth one.
You know,
it's better than the fifth one.
These movies were made to sell toys. And at a certain point, these kids are going to say, you know, there are better toys out there. And these movies suck ass. But I think the worst part was with the whole Merlin thing, there's a little subtitle, that says 1600 years later, after the Merlin stuff. And I'm no historical genius, but I'm 86% sure that the foundation of England was 900 AD, sometime around there, making the Arthurian stuff, if it were real, to take place maybe in the 10 or 1100s, maybe in 12. That would make this movie in 2500 AD, which it doesn't, because it's directly after the first four. So that's probably the biggest mistake of this movie, besides making it. I think we can end it there, right, Hunter?
Let's talk about the cars. For starters, the only good one in the movie is